Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of NASCAR Heat 4 Career Mode. I hope you're all having a great day. I actually lost some footage from some races that were supposed to be in this episode. I lost the Daytona race, so that was unfortunate. There you see though the point standings. I actually went and won Daytona, so we got win number 3 on the season. I also lost footage for most of the Kentucky race, but we did get the replay cameras that still saved, as well as the end of my point of view towards the end of the race, so we'll still get to see basically what happened in Kentucky. But we come through now to the Truck Series race with Iowa for a subscriber in the truck of Michael Wendt. He started down towards the back of the field. Iowa, a tough track to be competitive at, but he would slowly start working his way through the field as this race went on, as he went down through turns 3 and turn 4. I got to remember to change the number on this truck because there's already a 0-2 truck in the series driven by Tyler Dipple, and we're like halfway through the truck season and I haven't changed the number yet. But there you see, out of turns 4, it was Michael Wendt coming through just behind Christian Eckes to cross the line in front of our teammate of Austin Hill. It wasn't the greatest finish, like I said, tough to be competitive here, but he would come through to finish in the 14th position here at Iowa. So nothing to be disappointed about. Solid finish in my opinion, so I was happy with that. Obviously we don't own the team, so it doesn't matter to us, but next season we will be owning a truck team again, so I will point that out. But now we come through to the Xfinity Series here at Kentucky. Like I said, I lost a lot of footage for this race as well, just like I lost all of Daytona. I don't know what happened, because the same thing happened with my F1 career mode for episode 1 at Australia. So very weird, but either way, underway here in Kentucky. It was a pretty decent starting position, as we're on the inside there of Justin Allgaier as he gets clear as we go down into turns 3 and turns 4. It was actually Mike Lynette on the pole, and we would move our way forwards as we came through to the end of this first stage here through turns 3 and turn 4. Brandon Jones putting the pressure on me as he sneaks up the inside as we exit turn 4 side by side with Jones, as he would be able to edge me out as we crossed the line. A little bit of contact made there, but we would get back going here in this second stage as we were looking to the inside of Jones again, trying to take over that 4th position as Allgaier. He's coming through, trying to look to my inside so he would be able to sneak through, and we had actually fallen down a little bit here in the later half of the second stage there as Allgaier got clear, and we would drop down to the kind of back half of the top 10 at this point as we went through turns 3 and turns 4 for the final time here in this second stage as we came through turns 3 and on the exit of turns 4 just in front of Jeremy Clements as we came through the tri-oval to cross the line, still inside the top 10, so we would get right back going here in the third stage. Michael Lynette was showing a lot of speed, but he actually went up to the top there and lost the lead to Tyler Reddick as Christopher Bell was also coming through to take over that second position. Tyler Reddick still without a win on the season, the same for our teammate of Cole Custer. We would end up getting a caution though, and this is where the POV finally got saved on my little capture stuff. So now we have a chance to show you guys my point of view again later here at Kentucky as the green flag is back out here with 7 laps to go. Chase Briscoe in front of us. It was actually our teammate Cole Custer now leading, looking for win number 1 on the season as we go through turns 1 and turns 2 just behind Briscoe. Now as we get sideways, and Chastain punts us through the corner, and we go crashing into the outside wall. A hard hit to the outside wall, and that does 17 seconds of damage. A huge impact here at Kentucky after Chastain dumped us. 17 seconds is going to put us down 2 laps, obviously, as my little personal DNF rule. So I was not happy at all. We waited the 2 laps, and I had one intention only here in Kentucky with these final laps as we came through, rejoining the race as we go through turns 1 and turns 2 on the apron. There you see Tyler Reddick is now taking the lead as we come through the center of the corner. There was only one thing I was looking for right here. I was looking for the Watermelon Man as we went down the back straightaway, and there he is, Ross Chastain, going through on the outside as we go down through turns 3 and turns 4, pushing a little bit wide there as Briscoe's gonna go. We're gonna go 4 wide just about here as we come through turns 3 and turns 4. I back out of it, not trying to mess with these guys too much. There's only one guy that we want now as we come through the tri-oval. I've been told before in NASCAR Heat 3 I need to stop getting pushed around by these rivals, and I had full intentions to make Ross Chastain known that we're not going to deal with his crap now as we go through turns 1 and turns 2 here on now what would be the final lap in the race. Down the back straightaway behind our teammate of Chase Briscoe. We're going to look to the inside as we go down towards turns 3 now, and we get into the back of Brandon Brown by accident, but we take out Ross Chastain as we go through turns 3 and turns 4. A hard collision now as that's going to end the race about 5 seconds early. And certainly not a good finish for us. That's not going to go over well with NASCAR, but I was just at a boiling point there with Chastain. I finally had enough of it. I decided we had to take it into our own hands. But now we are going to be put on probation here in this career mode. Basically, if we end up having a situation like this again where we just blatantly take out Chastain to that severity within the next 5 races or so, we're going to have a 5-race probation. Then if that happens again within that probation limit, we will be suspended for a race, and then obviously we'll have to find someone to replace us. But hopefully we won't have that happen as long as Chastain races us clean. But yeah, it sucks that we lost most of the footage for the Kentucky race. I had to show the replay cameras, which didn't work out the best, unfortunately. But now the footage fully came back, so we have to come straight through to New Hampshire. This race was supposed to be in the next episode, but first, obviously, we had the Truck Series race at Gateway here with a subscriber, Michael Cunningham, in the truck as he went down towards turns 1 and turns 2. It was actually a nice start for him. He had a pretty solid qualifying effort. This was the same track that I got my first Truck Series win last season in our career mode. Now as he went down this back straightaway, Cunningham would try to move his way forwards here. He actually got racing with our rival of Johnny Sauter, and Johnny would actually give him the bumper as he went down into turns 1. So Michael moves up the track, getting just pushed out of the way, loses a position to Sauter, but he would still be able to hang on to that position there after he had gotten past as he went down through turns 3 and turns 4 for the final time here in Gateway. There you see 4 trucks up ahead from the looks of it now as Michael Cunningham comes out of turns 4, heading down the front straightaway. One of the best runs we've had from a subscriber so far as Cunningham crosses the line and has a very solid finish here with P5 as Tyler Dipple wins the race. So I was very happy with that performance, and there you see our team is, or not our team, but our truck 7th in the points. Obviously, it's a HRE truck until next season when we venture off to start our own team again. But Ross Chastain leads the points, but now it's time to set our sights on the Xfinity Series race here in New Hampshire. Obviously, like I said, that was supposed to be in the next episode. So next episode is just going to be one race in that video, and that's going to be at Iowa now, as Elliott Sadler didn't have a good practice session coming into this race. Tyler Reddick on the pole, Justin Allgaier sent to the back after failing optical scanning station multiple times. And for myself, it was not a good qualifying effort at all. Once again, showing a lack of speed. We had good speed in Kentucky, and then we got wrecked. So that was unfortunate. But this time we just didn't seem to quite have much speed at all in qualifying. Now as the green flag is out in New Hampshire, and it's already a little bit of a weird restart for me now as we are almost looking to the outside there of Jeremy Clements as we make the stretch down towards turns 1. There you see right off the bat our rival of Ross Chastain as we go through turns 1 and turns 2. 3 wins on the season, so it doesn't really matter what happens in this race now as we exit turn 2, heading down the back straightaway. Like I said, you guys did miss one win with the lost footage at Daytona. Now as we go down towards turn 3, trying to be a little bit careful with Ross Chastain. Like I said, we've kind of acted like we've given ourselves a 5-race probation to where we just can't blatantly do something stupid to Chastain. Now, as we head down this front straightaway, we would actually get passed by Ray Black Jr. and drop down to the 18th position as it went down towards turns 1 and turns 2. And I knew right here that this was going to be a pretty frustrating race because we just didn't seem to have the speed. I think this is definitely a track where we're going to need a custom setup in the Cup Series now, as it certainly seems like there's some tracks we're okay with presets, and then some we just really struggle, and those are obviously going to be the ones that we need custom setups at now as we go down towards turns 3 and turns 4 on the final lap of stage 1. At this point, only 4 laps in this opening stage now as we come through turns 3, and on the exit of turns 4, it's going to be a very disappointing points finish here as we get P19, so no points at all, obviously, in stage 1 here at New Hampshire. As the stage winner, though, Tyler Reddick, he got his first win of the season, obviously, at Kentucky in the last episode. So now he's looking strong. Tyler Reddick, Cole Custer have been very strong. They're the top 2 in points this season, but they only have one win, a part of them both. So very surprising from them now. As the green flag, though, is out, and stage 2 is underway here in New Hampshire. At this point, I was saying, okay, we got to be really aggressive as we go down towards turns 1 because track position very important here in New Hampshire as we go through turns 1 and turns 2, trying to get to the inside of our rival of Ross Chastain. As we exit turn 2, we get 2 positions gained on the exit of the corner, but right here, once again, it's just not enough speed. As we go down towards turn 3, though, we're going to try and send it up the inside of Chastain. A little bit of contact made there with Chastain on his quarter panel, beating quarter panels and doors a little bit now as we exit turns 4, heading down the front straightaway to complete the first lap of the second stage. So now a chance to pass Ross Chastain. Obviously, if we get right in front of him, we know what's going to happen. He's going to go for the punt on us now as we go through turns 2. Just not a good enough centering and exiting speed in this car, and that was showing as we went down the back straightaway. Chastain easily gets clear, so we come through now to the final lap in the second stage. On lap 5, we had lost one more position to Ryan Sieg, running P18, one spot better than stage 1, so I guess that's something to be happy about as we go through turns 3 and on the exit of turns 4. Once again, a very disappointing stage 2 finish. So right here I decide we're going to come to pit road and put 4 tires on the car, and we're going to make a wedge adjustment and see if we can actually get a better finish here in the long run. I wasn't quite sure how this was going to work out, but obviously I'm going to make it, try to work with a 49.4 now on the wedge, certainly loosening up the car, hoping that it's going to play a big factor in helping us get some more speed in this final stage here at New Hampshire. So get ready to go green here for the final stage as the green flag is back out. And once again, we are underway behind Mike Harmon, the legend himself now, as we go down this front straightaway. It is a 13-lap dash here in this final stage as we go down towards turns 1 and turns 2. Tyler Reddick has dominated now as we come through on this outside, making a lot of gains here. So a very good start now as we exit turn 2, heading down the back straightaway. We're going to make it 3 wide up the inside there on the 99 car, and as well as one of the Flex Seal cars as we go through turns 3 and turns 4, just trying to utilize that bottom. The bottom didn't feel quite as good as I exited turn 4, and then it almost came to me that maybe we should try running up towards the middle lane and see if that works. Obviously, I couldn't right here as we go down towards turns 1 on the inside of the 0 car, going down on the apron under Ray Black Jr. Obviously, we can go under the yellow line at New Hampshire. That is perfectly legal now as we exit turn 2, and as we came through now on lap 22, we had run down Ross Chastain, our rival, up now in the top 20. We would get past Chastain and get to the back of Stephen Light now, as we would also be able to get past him as we went down towards turns 3 and turns 4 now on lap 25, just in front of Stephen Light now as we go through turns 3 and turns 4, getting onto the apron though, and sideways we go into the outside wall. Big crash now as we stop the car, and that's 5 seconds of damage. Not even as bad as I expected, but I just got on the apron and lost the back end. That's 2 crashes in this episode we've had. Now, as we're having a bit of a rough day here today in our career mode as we would get right back into the racing. It was actually NASCAR overtime as we have a bit of a checkup just in front of us, but obviously we came into pit road, repaired the car down at P38 now as we go down towards turns 1 and turns 2 with 2 laps to go here in New Hampshire. Kentucky was going very well for us, and then we got crashed by Chastain. This race hasn't gone well at all now as we go down the back straightaway here, 3 wide with Morgan Shepherd at the moment now as we approach the final lap this time by as we go down towards turns 1. But like I said, I just got on the apron. I'd been running the apron quite a bit in this race, and then that time out of turns 4, I just got it the right way, I guess, and the car tried to turn left, and then I had to correct it, and it just did not go well at all now as we go down this front straightaway to start the white flag here in New Hampshire as we go down towards turns 1 and turns 2 for the final time here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Now P28 as we come through to exit turns 2. So certainly not excited to revisit this track here in the future. We're definitely going to need to find or figure something out now as we go down the back straightaway into turns 3 and turns 4 for the final time, just about getting into the back there of the 0 car as we come through the center of turns 3 and turns 4. And on the exit for the final time is going to be a very disappointing finish here today at New Hampshire as we cross the line to finish here as we go down towards turns 1 behind Smithley. But yeah, P28 finish, so not very happy with that. Tyler Reddick with the win here in New Hampshire. So certainly sucks that we couldn't win today here in this episode. Like I said, we won Daytona, but I lost the footage for that one, and then we lost most of Kentucky, which was really unfortunate. But hopefully we don't have that issue anytime soon now, as we are now P10 in the points. That was Reddick's first win there, so apparently he didn't win in Kentucky. So I don't know who actually got that win now. But as always, if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I had to use this same clip from earlier because I didn't take an after clip from New Hampshire. But I will see you guys in the next one. So thank you for watching, everybody, and have yourselves a great day. It will be at Iowa for the next race, so see you guys then.